Welcome back to the Derek Smith Spiel. Today, I'm sitting down with Ethan Duncan. Ethan, how about you give yourself an intro?
Standing at 5'9", 180 pounds from Natick, Massachusetts, the 8th best broadcaster in the class of 2029 sports media. It's me.
8th?
Yeah.
How'd you make that ranking?
First number that came into my head that wasn't 1, 2, or 1 or 2.
1 or 2. All right. You gave yourself like a... Do you listen to Bruce Buffer a lot or something?
Yeah, I know you're talking about for the boxing intros. Yeah, I know. That is the right person, correct?
He does the UFC intros.
Yes.
Yeah. You knew the
Yeah,
right
if
thing.
you wanted a paler, worse version of him, I'm your guy.
He actually has it now so that you can buy him like his voice to do an intro for like a birthday party or a gender reveal or something like that.
Like a cameo?
Yeah, he does
cameos.
Yeah. You gotta pay him, but
I'd be down. I mean, that'd be a killer divorce court thing. Yeah.
No, he did one about like telling some guy to move out of his girlfriend's house or something like that. It's time for you to move on. Yeah, it was something.
Sitting at 5'9", you are not the father, Jamie. I don't know. Yeah.
You're 5'9"?
Yeah. You don't believe me?
I'm 5'8".
Are you taller than me?
We're around the same height.
Okay. I don't know. Everyone's taller than me, and it's really bumming me out.
Wait, that's just how it goes.
I know.
It is a little discouraging because I thought 5'8" was around average, but the more people I meet, I think it's 5'10".
I always thought they met in the middle. I thought it was 5'9" here. I don't know if this is like a tall campus. Because, I don't know. I'm just always with, Joey Schirkenbach, and he just really bums me out with his height.
Now, Joey, he can make you feel short.
Yes, he can.
For sure. Joey, whenever I'm calling a game with Joey, whenever I called one game with Joey. It was a soccer game. We were doing pre-half post. And before the game, he was like, hey, like I always say, good vibes only. First time meeting Joey, and I think that's the perfect intro, because that's him.
I might take a bullet for that guy. I mean, I think, honest to God, I think he's truly the only one I would at this campus, and I would have no regrets doing so.
How'd you meet Joey?
How did I meet Joey? I'm trying to think. I think he was in my you were in my intro to sports media class, right? Or were you in the other one? I always forget.
I was in the other one, the later block.
I think I just met him. I think I recognized, because I know he went to this, big private school in it's north of Boston. They're really good at sports, so I think that caught my eye. Just be it's another mass guy to really get into, just to talk with. And yeah, he's just he's super chill. And have I called a game with Joey? I'm trying to think. I want to. I don't know. I'm always in Landon a lot. He's in Landon a lot. I just hang out with him. We called a game together. We had Chili's. We were in our suits. I said we looked like stockbrokers. I think that's really where it could flourish. But yeah, he's just super nice. He's super we'll take you out to dinner. He'll always treat me. So yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, I know you and him have went on a couple road trips. Didn't you go to a game together too? Or am I making something up here?
You thinking of Roberts and Liam?
That's what I'm thinking of. What game was that again?
That was the Boston Bruins in the game 72 versus the Sabres, because one of Robert's friends, who maybe he'll get on the podcast before he graduates, Andrew Roberts, his friend bought Sabres tickets because they were supposed to be terrible for $15, and then it was actually a huge matchup, and I missed a class for it that I very much regret because I lost so many points by not going. But yeah, it was good. They came back, they won, and I got to see people be sad, and I got to be happy. So as a narcissist, that felt great.
Oh right, because you're a Boston fan.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. There's a lot of Boston fans here.
Yeah, I mean, it's really everyone who goes here is really from the Northeast, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey, which I guess you would also count in it, or random other places. So it's really just New York or Boston fan. And there's some loud Philly fans who let themselves be known, Jake Blumberg, but usually silence them.
A lot of loud Philly fans, especially when it's football season.
Yeah, and there's you that's a Detroit guy, because I guess it's closer to just cross the pond and go to Detroit, Michigan than it is to just go to New York City.
No, it's just because when I was like 5 years old, lions were my favorite animal, and tigers were my second favorite animal, and it just worked out. So now I'm a Lions and Tigers fan.
The Lions were really good when you were 5, weren't they? That was like 2012, like right when they were like in the ALCS. They were in the World Series, got swept by the Giants.
The year I was born, they lost in the World Series.
They lost in
06.
I forgot they were in the World Series in 06. Yeah.
Yeah. Then they were
To the Cardinals, right?
I can't even remember.
Okay, I think so.
Then, well, I can't.
Well, I wasn't
remember.
there.
I was born.
You know, yeah.
Just I remember seeing that one time. Oh, Tigers lost the World Series the year I was born.
Yeah, barring that I was -1, otherwise it would have really been.
No, but I know they were pretty good in the early 2010s.
Yeah,
and then they really embraced the rebuild.
Yeah, they had
sure.
Mickey, of course. They had Verlander. They had a young Jose Iglesias. Yeah, Verlander, Scherzer. And yeah, and you kind of blew that 2013 ALCS. That was...
Yeah.
Watch those highlights every day.
Who's?
Big Poppies.
Big Poppies?
Yeah, my man.
But how about Prince Fielder?
He's a big man as well.
Yeah, give your boy Prince Fielder... Well, I guess it would be my boy. Former Detroit Tiger.
Yeah, was he also called the Giants? Or am I thinking of another fat guy?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of another fat guy, I believe.
I know.
They don't all look alike, I swear.
I can't even remember who it was. Someone was rallying for Bartolo Colon to make it into the Hall of Fame.
I don't think he's getting there.
You don't think so?
Does he have a Cy Young?
I think he does.
I have a phone, I can't really like... Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think he does with a Cy Young.
Yeah, and he hit a couple home runs, which is...
He had one home run.
Well, I have seen that one home run probably hundreds of times.
Yeah, I mean, you got to...
One Cy Young and one home run. That doesn't get you into the Hall of Fame.
4-time All-Star, 1 Cy Young, AL wins leader as well. I mean, I think that's a little bit below. I don't know. I'm curious to see, but he retired in 2018. Is he on the ballot yet? I'm curious. I have a phone,
I'm not sure.
We can keep talking while I look it up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, but no. What do you think about? What do you think about Pete Rose?
I mean, likable guy. I mean, I've never seen a better haircut in my life. I mean, honest to God. Yeah, I mean, I think the most American thing you can do is bet on yourself to win. I mean, I really can't think of a more American thing to do. I mean, I did read it. I did read his. No, it wasn't his bio. It wasn't his autobiography, but I did read the biography of Charlie Hustle. I think 2 years ago. It was really interesting. Did you read that?
I didn't read it, but I heard about it.
I would recommend it. I was like $30 to buy this, and I just like went to like the library. I'm like, oh yeah, I can just get it here. So yeah, that was a good book. And just like I think like his dad was like knew someone on like the Reds. That's really like how he got on because he was like 5'8", 120 pounds. Like he wasn't. That might be.
He was a big dude.
Yeah, he was not a big dude. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think he should. I think him and Bond should.
Well, I know that Pete Rose is eligible now because the MLB's rule is once a former player passes, their whatever restrictions were keeping them out of the Hall of Fame, they're now available to be in.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate though because he was really rallying to make it to the Hall of Fame while he was alive. He thought that it was kind of pointless because the whole point of making it to the Hall of Fame to him was celebrating your career, and he can't do that when he's gone. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's like an interesting way like cutting it off once you've like ending like the I guess beef once you've like ends away. Like obviously like it's great that he'll make it in, but like he'll never know he made it in. Like he'll think like, oh, they always like had it against me.
Yeah.
I think he was super like I don't think he was doing well financially after. Yeah, I mean like you think back to those like players like in the 70s and 80s, what they made, like they'd be like the richest player in the league makes $1 million, and now they make like 12 million if you're decent. So it's kind of hard to like live on like now. Like I think of like Lenny Dykstra, like he's like broke as hell. And like all those like old players, like unless you like manage your assets really well, you're probably not doing that great.
Yeah, I know for sure Pete Rose was struggling. I don't know how good of a gambler he was, but I know that a lot of his income came from signing balls.
Yes.
Like he would, yeah. I think after he retired, that's where most of his income came from. He was also going to come out with a documentary. This was like right before he died. He was going to come out with it. I believe the production just stopped because he passed away as they were making it, but it was going to be all about him actually taking it to court, trying to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Like, do you think that would have been, like, well done? Like, I don't, like, it's, in, like, theory it sounds interesting, but I feel like it would have just been, like, him, like, pleading with, like the 6th district, like, judge being like, please, this is all I want. It sounds like it'd be, like, inspiring and, like, something you could root for, but at the same time, you're just seeing, like, a 70-year-old man who really doesn't have, like, much going for him, and it's like, just give this guy, like, the league, like, I mean, you would agree. I mean, like, the steroids era was the best era in baseball. I mean, what is the controversial take? I know he wasn't a steroids guy. He was like a cheating guy. He probably did a little bit of both, but
the steroids era was crazy.
I have my Mark McGwire hat that Loop looks at fondly. He's like, yeah, all right. Like,
He really likes that hat?
He's like, you know Mark McGwire? I'm like, I do. It's like, all right. That's a terrible Loop impression. Not got that down on lock, man.
You've got the speech pattern. Right?
I have the speech pattern, and I don't have like the voice, which is like the main thing for an impression. So
yeah,
like 1 for 2.
True.
Yeah. It'd be funny if I had the voice down. I just like couldn't do his mannerisms. I'm just like, hello. Yeah. But yeah, you see, you're a fan of the steroid era as well.
I mean, the home run races were definitely better for sure, but I'm not a. It's tough. It's because so many people were doing steroids. I do get the argument for that, but at the same time, just because a bunch of people were doing it doesn't make it right to do. You know. Yeah, it's really tough. The only parallel I could really think of was when the MLB started cracking down on sticky stuff. I remember Trevor Bauer was claiming that he had the perfect mixture down, and he might have because he was dealing, but the way they like cold turkey took it away, and all these injuries started popping up, and the pitchers were saying like it was because we don't have the sticky stuff to help us with our grip, and there's only so much your elbow can take before something gives. And I guess my thought on that was, if the injury thing really is an issue, why not just give them all the same sticky stuff? That way it's like nobody has an advantage, but they all have protection for their arm. That was my thinking behind that. I do not have the same view with steroids. Like, I'm not saying like, well, if the top 10 hitters are on steroids, get everyone on the same cycle. Like, I'm not saying that with steroids, but no, that's just the only parallel I could think of, the sticky stuff.
Yeah, I think you mentioned Trevor Bauer. I think he's on like the Long Island Ducks now. Like, I think he's trying to get. I think he got shelled today. I think I read that. Like, he had like four runs in like 3 innings. It wasn't great, but yeah, like, because you're talking about the sticky stuff. I mean, it was kind of interesting because like 2019, it was like the people said like the juice ball. And it was like 2022, like 3 years later, I feel like they tried to like go back to that and favor the pitchers by as you mentioned, like the sticky stuff, like home runs were down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really think you need like a medium. I mean, like, I think people would rather argue they'd rather see, it's like the average fan, they'd rather see better offense than better pitching. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree. The average fan definitely wants to see more hits, yeah.
But I mean, like, I think you still need to like have like an equal playing field. I mean, like, you mentioned like the sticky stuff, like it felt like to counter like the juice ball era, but I feel like they sort of like, they didn't go as harsh on it, but it felt like they were more abrupt on like the steroids. They kind of seemed to like kind of like be iffy about for like a long time and like finally put their foot down. But like sticky stuff, it was like one good year at Trevor Bauer, and they're like, all right, let's put a stop to this.
Well, yeah, I mean, part of that was home runs make money for the MLB. That's just the truth of it. And it's interesting because The batting average across the league has dipped below 250 for the first time, maybe ever. Like, combined, the batting average is under 250, which is kind of unbelievable. But there's more home runs now than ever, which I think part of that is a change in how hitting is done. It's definitely a lot different. I like a Tony Gwynn. I don't know if he'd be as appreciated as much in the MLB now as he was in the 90s, which is ridiculous to say because he was an amazing hitter, never struck out, but it's all about slugging percentage now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing. I was gonna mention Ichiro Suzuki instead. Like you don't really see those like besides maybe Bobby Witt like 2 years ago. You don't really see a lot of those. Yeah, so Luis Arias, although he's fallen off a little bit, but you don't really see those like 200 hit guys anymore. Like it's really like power or like nothing, honestly. And like also, I mean, like think it back to 2015, like when like a pitch would be over 98 miles an hour, you'd see like the gas symbol on like the scoreboard. It's like if you're not throwing 98 as like a closing pitcher, you're not in this league anymore. And it's like they've kind of like moved away from sort of like movement on these pitches to more so like speed. It's kind of where you saw like Chapman who will like throw 102, but you know it might hit like a kid in the fifth row. So that's kind of what the issue is. Like they sort of prioritize speed over movement now, and then you try and get a guy who can do both, like a Paul Skeens.
Well, you mentioned how it's got to stay even for hitting and pitching. I was really excited when the torpedo bats came out, which were like the talk for probably 3 months, and now no one cares anymore. I can't remember the last time I've heard about a torpedo bat, but I was super excited for the torpedo bat. I could see both sides. Like the art of hitting is that you catch the ball on the barrel, but at that point in time there had been so many advancements for pitching, picking up on spin rates and like electronics that could boost your pitching, and there was nothing like that really for hitting other than live BP against. I know they had these pitching machines that it was almost like a simulator where it was hella expensive, but it was a simulator. You could pick what pitcher you wanted to see, and it would throw it just like the pitcher, like the
grip,
the spin rate, everything. Yeah, and it's just interesting to see how much it evolves. But no, back to the point I was making, how everything has to stay even, especially to make money, because baseball games, they're working on it, but those are long games, and not many people sit down and watch a full baseball game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I think for like a sport like that, I don't really think it's one that you can like. I don't like. Sometimes I will if it's like a big game. I might say the same thing with hockey, which LaFave will get mad at me about. It also doesn't really help that there's like 20-minute like 20-minute intervals.
Right.
But like you can watch a football game. I feel like you can really be entertained like with like the fast action, and there's like enough like there's not a lot of downtime like although in between plays because there's like usually stuff happening. You're just like, recapping what just happened. Same thing with NBA because they scored every 12 seconds. But I don't know, MLB. I mean, I'm at a summer internship like doing baseball. I mean, I know it's gonna be some long games. I mean, I know the are you a fan of the pitch clock? I'm a fan of the pitch clock.
I love the pitch clock.
Yeah. I mean, I'll look at like there'll be like clips on Twitter where it'll be like, oh yeah, this guy like fouled a ball back like 4 straight times into this dugout, and you're like, wow, that's crazy. The clip's like 2 minutes, and you're like, how is it 2 minutes? Like now it'd be like maybe a minute clip or something like that, like just doubled, or like not even 2 minutes. It's like 3. It's like 40 seconds in between these pitches. Like, how did we deal with this? Like, and it's like only 30 minutes longer, but that feels like an eternity longer. I just think I know like pitchers will claim that like it probably does, that it like hurts their arms, but it's just made the experience so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I read this. I got super into it, really, when they took the sticky stuff away about pitchers and how they were going to deal with arm injuries because they really have skyrocketed. And there was this interview. There was a guy talking to a pitching coach, and he said the record right now for a fastball, I believe at the time, was 106 miles per hour. I can't remember if that stands.
I think it still is. I know there's like Ben Joyce on the Angels who's like 105.5, but there's probably some guy in like 4 years that'll break it, then he'll break his arm a year later.
Yeah, well, the question was, the record's 106. The average fastball now is 95 miles per hour. Do you see that getting higher? Do you only see that increasing? And the pitching coach said, I think pretty soon we're going to see it cap off because your body is just not built to do that repetitively. Which, another proposal the MLB had that I thought was really interesting was that they were going to make it so that either your starting pitcher had to go 6 innings or had to throw like at least 90 pitches, I believe. And their thinking was first it would keep from, because some of the games that really get boring, it's like the starting pitcher struggled. They're out in 4 innings, and then you see 6 different pitchers because it's a different relief pitcher every inning, and that's really difficult for hitters. Again, it goes back to that offense pays theme. But it would limit the minimum innings pitched, or the minimum pitch count would limit the relief pitchers. But they said it would also change, it wouldn't make the pitchers throw it as hard as they can every time. I know Nolan Ryan, when he was pitching, he didn't throw it as hard as he could every time. He would throw it at around 85-90%. But then in those big moments when there were runners on bases, that's when he'd really rear back and give it his all.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly would want to see Nolan Ryan like the Statcast era, because they'll be like, oh yeah, he threw like 110. It's like, all right, I need to see like a radar gun in the crowd to like prove it, because like he's really seemed like an outlier, really like ahead of his time in terms of velocity. But I know you were talking about like these injuries with pitchers. I mean, I think Tommy John is the greatest thing that this sport ever had, because I mean, imagine there's like so many pitchers. If that surgery didn't exist, like I think the sport would be done.
Yeah,
that's really the main thing to repair your arm every year.
And it gets better every year too, because when that used to happen, really before the 2000s, like your career was pretty much over, even though you got the surgery. But now you see pitchers come back, and yeah, it takes them a while to get to their full form, and maybe they never reach their full form, but they're pretty close, and they're still pitching at the highest level.
I know this is surprisingly a lot of baseball that I was expecting from this, but are you a World Baseball Classic guy?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a fan of it. Are you not?
No, I absolutely am. No, I don't know why I sort of like came off as like against it, but no, I honestly think it's like the best thing here, because I mean, every time like the Super Bowl happens, like everyone's like, oh, what a great spectacle, and you always see like the graphic where it's like 1.2 billion World Cup, like 200 million for the Super Bowl. And I really think this is the closest thing that America can get to that. Just kind of like, obviously, like the prevalence in South America and like Central America, and then just sort of seeing it sort of like go a little bit more in Europe, and then of course in Asia as well. Like it's kind of cool to see baseball really like spread its roots, and I don't know, it's something that's really interesting, because it's like I like to see how much these nations care. Yeah. Because it's really cool to see. I think it's like I don't know if I would describe it as like March Madness, where it's like a random guy will kill you, but like sometimes it feels like that in the World Baseball Classic. I mean, you know about the the electrical engineer from like the Czech Republic that struck out like Shohei Ohtani. I mean, that guy's like a legend. Like it's not the same as like a 21-year-old from Miami, Ohio hitting like 4 threes, but it's like sort of getting to see these like guys like everyday life. They have they can throw a nice curveball, and they can like do something, and like how much it means to their country, and just being someone like just seeing like an American seeing that, and they're like, oh damn, that's crazy, like how much that means to them. And I kind of wish the U.S. really cared about it more. I feel like it's I was like, it wasn't for 12 years. Now they're doing it like every 4. They're doing it like every 3 years. How they're really like getting more into it. I feel like America doesn't really realize how important it is, and they're sort of like just catching up to that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's tough because it's right before and even during spring training. So a lot of the best representatives, or some of the best representatives who are in the MLB, don't even get to be a part of it during the bracketed part of the World Baseball Classic, just because their coaches want them healthy for the season, which you can't blame them for that. But no, I really like it, how it's like baseball Olympics. It's really cool, and it's awesome to see the sport of baseball grow, because it used to be solely an American sport. Now it might be bigger in Japan than it is in America. I mean,
yeah, I mean, interrupt you, but yeah, I would totally agree. And I was just going to say for the first part, I don't know, I remember seeing people saying they should do it during the All-Star break, maybe like every 3 years, make the All-Star break like a month or something like that. Maybe like make or like maybe like 2 weeks, make the season start a little bit earlier. I'm not against that, but yeah, like what you said, I think baseball is absolutely bigger in Japan, because I mean, it's the biggest sport by far. I mean, basketball is really not that big in Japan. I think soccer's okay, the Japanese Premier League, but yeah, I really think like when a sport like hones in on something like Japan has for baseball, it's really great to see. I mean, half that Shohei Ohtani deal, the Dodgers got it all back just with like their rights in Japan. I mean, every time he plays, like 50% of the country is watching. So absolutely. And I mean, although they didn't win it all this year, I mean, it was so sick to see the games, like how it was like most of the games were either in Houston or Miami, and then there were the ones like the Tokyo Dome, and it's just sick. It's like a whole experience there. I would recommend watching like Baseball Doesn't Exist. It's like a YouTube channel like talking about like baseball. Yeah. You watch them?
Yeah, I love baseball.
Let's go, man.
Quick dab.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I know he had some like lawsuits, so he couldn't make a lot of videos recently. But yeah, like watching those, I know we were talking about Pete Rose, the steroid scandal, Lenny Dykstra, and I was saying like, oh yeah, all that from that guy. That guy's a legend.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started watching him, it was much. He still has a podcast, but it was much more like a heavy informational podcast. But now he does hype videos, like almost like the Jay Cutler hype videos too. He's really expanding his horizons and just being an entertainer.
Yeah, I remember that. It's also those baseball boys on Instagram, like those ones that like the guy that's like learning like Spanish and he'll like talk to like the Dominican players, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I'll put you onto them, but like he'll like be asking them, and that's really cool to see. But I mean, wow, we talked a lot about baseball. I mean, I haven't been able to talk about football. I was talking about my goat Drake May. I mean,
May?
Yes, of course. I mean, we can sort of do what they call a pivot, I think.
Yeah, we can do a pivot.
Sure.
You want to talk about Drake May?
I mean, God, where to begin? I mean, so cool. I don't know where I was going with this, but I mean, we can talk about the draft. I mean, the draft's tomorrow, obviously.
The draft is tomorrow,
when this comes out, it'll have already happened, and the number 1 overall pick will probably be Fernando Mendoza. Call me. I don't really know how controversial that is.
No.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where Jeremiah Love goes. I'm a big fan of Jeremiah Love. Actually, the reason I knew about him is because my dad sent me a Facebook message.
Yeah.
And it was a video kind of about Jeremiah Love's childhood and how he was like extremely OCD. Like he would not leave his house for school if he didn't have jeans on that fit him just the right way. He didn't fit in. He didn't like smiling in photos because he didn't get it. Like his mom always said, "Hey Jeremiah, why don't you smile in the photos?" He was like, "Why? What's the point?" Like at the time I was watching Dexter, and he kind of reminded me a lot of Dexter in that specific way. Like, why am I going to smile if it's fake?
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool, and now people love him just because he found what he's passionate about, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think like sports really it's something like football, where it's something you can just like you really have to like hyper focus on. Like I think it's something like that where like an OCD like might be helpful. I think there's other sports where it could be like detrimental, but where if it's a sport as simple as like you just have to run forward, I think it's something you can really like you can get through. Like, it's not something like baseball where you have to adjust every play. It's not like hockey where you're moving actively. Well, football you do move actively, but like something as simple as just like finding the holes and like finding the spots to run. I think it's something he can thrive at. I think he's obviously a top 10. Maybe he goes to the Titans. They try and find a new Derrick Henry.
Yeah, the Titans. Feel bad for Tennessee fans.
Alex Nasian's not doing too well, or Henry Martin as well.
I forgot Henry was a Titans fan.
You gotta get Henry on the pod, man. maybe next year.
He followed me on LinkedIn.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Do I follow you on LinkedIn?
I think so.
Okay.
I know I sent you an invite. Or
okay.
At least I think I did.
I love being on there. I just like having a number go up, and even though it means nothing.
I really
It's
don't.
like crack. I mean, I am. Oh, with your, I mean, God, what a shot here. I mean, this guy's open to work.
Hashtag open to work.
Yeah, I mean, from Brockport, New York, that's not true.
I couldn't find Gainesville.
They didn't have your town?
I didn't look very hard. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't.
But
you're like, you're like, all right, this is too much.
Brockport's 30 minutes away.
Okay.
That's I mean, Geneseo's closer.
Yeah.
Like after you see Ithaca, New York, or if you see any real city, it's hard to call Geneseo a city.
Yes.
But I guess technically that is the closest city to me.
Yeah, you went for G and you're like, yeah, should I do A, Gainesville? No, there's just too many things.
No, I saw the B first.
Yeah.
Brockport. Yeah. That's close enough.
Yeah, you're like A? No, all right, there's no A towns near me. B, yes, Brockport. Go, yeah. I've never even thought about living there somewhere so small that they don't even have your town on like a page.
They might have. I was surprised. LinkedIn had a lot of places. I probably could have found it. Maybe I should look through that and check that.
I might look now.
I should use LinkedIn more.
It's like not. It probably is helpful. I mean, it really hasn't done anything for me. It's just 40 people saying, "Good job, you got an internship." I mean, it's not like I've gotten anything. I mean. There was one guy that wanted me to call games in Niagara if I had time, which seemed good. Then he just leaves me on red, so it's like, all right, bro, I guess. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's the real guy.
Yeah, I used LinkedIn to try and get an interview for the final in sports media, and it was Michael Denuzzo. He works at TKO, and I remember I messaged him. He did get back to me after a week, and then he couldn't end up doing the interview because I don't know what he got, but he got something bad. He was really sick.
Okay.
It was around that time period where everyone was getting sick.
Yeah.
Which
was this December?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, for sports intro to sports media.
Yeah, it was late November.
Yeah. That was brutal. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should turn my air filter on. Maybe that'll be helpful. And then it did work. And I need to change the filter. I don't know where it is. So it's no wonder I'm sneezing in my room every day. So I gotta figure that out.
Did you figure out the heat in your room?
It helped that it was 30 degrees and it was 30 degrees in it was 30 degrees out, so that really helped. But I think it's a good 74 right now, which isn't great. So
No.
Not particularly. I mean, I have one of those Wuzu fans that the Costco ones that were great, but I would cause my room was it was 82 degrees. I'd have to essentially be hugging it. So then I guess I turned and it fell off my bed. I somehow slept through it, but it yanked the cord out. It's not it's not just a cord straight in. It's oscillates too. So that was yanking it. So it messed it up. So then for a day and a half, I would hold it. It would turn on. It would work for 5 seconds. Then there was one where I was holding. I was something. I had it on my legs and I was perfectly still and worked for 40 minutes. And then I twitched and it turned off. I was God, can I swear?
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. So then I have
swear.
Yeah. So then I have a worse one. And it's all right, man, just get to May, so I'll get another one. But it's just oh my God, it was so brutal because you could feel the cold air, but I needed it pressed against my skin to fall asleep. So I guess it was pressed too much, and then it fell off. Honestly, I have a extension cord that's plugged in there. There's an actual outlet that's just by my bed, so I just plugged it there and pinned it against the wall. that probably would have worked better, but I didn't really think about that instead. So instead, I fucking broke it. So
Oh, it's broken now?
yeah.
Well, if you get a working fan, what you could try...
I have one working fan, but not the good fan. I have like the less cold, less strong fan, so...
What you could try is plugging the fan in, turning it on, and then putting your covers over it. That way it's just AC right through your bed. That's what
I was thinking, but then just even like having my blanket on made the room feel like it was 90 degrees, so like I was kind of feeling that, or like I was trying to put the other one on there, but it wasn't strong enough, like the one I have now wasn't really strong enough to like be cold under the whole blanket, so it was like only good enough to like be on there. So I need like 4 fans for all, like you would know. I mean, how brutal does it get up here in Western New York for heat? Is it just like a humid 90 every day?
I wouldn't say so. Remember what the weather was like here in August?
Yeah, that was actually not bad.
No, like maybe it'll get up to 80, and it'll be like a little humid, but it really isn't too bad heat-wise.
Yeah, like obviously I'm gonna be in Niagara, so I mean obviously like having like the falls near me will probably cool it down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually curious like what the like how warm it is usually, but yeah.
Tell the listener about that, the internship you got.
Yeah, so that was quite frankly everyone here has sort of done that internship, so a lot of good words were put in, just like nice guy. I don't know the good words were, but I don't know, like Roberts helped me get that, Farrell helped me get that. Honestly, you should have had Nikita reach out to that. It probably
I remember Farrell and Nikita got me. It's Mark Randall? Mark Witt. Yes, Mark Witt. They got me Mr. Witt's number. And I emailed them. I think they put a word out too. I know I told Mr. Witt that I got his contact information from Nikita and Farrell. Yeah, I sent him my... What do they even call that?
Reel?
The highlight reel? Yeah, I sent him my reel and just didn't hear back. So.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, like it was honestly like a brutal process. Like the guy, like I know Labonte has one of them. I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that Labonte is one of the guys? You know, and is the guy.
I didn't.
He's the guy in Elmira.
Okay.
So like
Labonte does really good work.
Yeah, so I mean that's obviously deserved. Like the guy who got it is from like Westminster College, like the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. Okay. It's like a super nice guy. It's just kind of odd because he's a baseball player. And he's like never called baseball because obviously when the team is playing, he's playing.
Right.
So like, I honestly kind of wondered why I'm not like the one and he's not the color guy. But I mean, I'm expecting to get like some innings there to include for that. But it's just something I've wondered a little bit. Like I don't know, man. Like flipping it would make a lot more sense. Maybe because he's a year older than me, but I have no idea.
So you're the color?
Yeah. So
okay.
So which is I don't know, kind of odd.
That is a little. Yeah, explain to the listener how play-by-play and color usually goes. Like,
yeah, so I mean, like there'll be like, especially for something like baseball, like it'll be like where it's most of the time it's just pitcher batter, it's not in play. So it'll be like the guy will like describe the pitch and what happened, and then
that's the color.
Yeah. No, that would be the play-by-play guy, and then the color guy would probably give like either an explanation of like what happened there, or more just sort of talking about like what's going on in the game to really say what's going on, and then when the ball's in play, it'll be the play-by-play guy. So I mean, it'll be interesting. Obviously, like not what I was hoping for, but I probably would have got Elmira if Labonte hadn't taken it. But obviously, I'm not gonna like say whether like obviously you deserved it over me. So it'll be interesting. I mean, it's obviously not what I'm hoping for, but I also have that. There's also like state championships, like stuff you can call for high school, and like I did some of that. So that was some stuff, and then there's like a softball Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference softball that has like their like conference championship. So I'm gonna do some of that. So that'll also be some good innings. So that's like all of finals week. So I'm calling 8 games in 4 days. So that's gonna be brutal.
That'll
but it's
be
also
crazy.
gonna be it's gonna
fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up to the Parkies in a suit and everyone's gonna be like, oh, are you in a big film or something? The Parkies is like the Oscars here.
Yeah.
That our teachers are making us go to. And I'm gonna be like, no, I just called a game. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, all right, let's start the show. So yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, I'm like moving all of my classes for it, and it's gonna be a good $400 that will all be used up in
Gas.
20 gallons of gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that 2000 Passat needs premium for some reason. God only knows why. Yeah.
Oh, you go premium.
Yeah, that's what the Germans want me to have, and I don't really want to make them angry. So as history has foretold.
Back to the difference between play-by-play.
Yes, of course. Yeah, the Germans distracted us.
Just always happens.
Yeah, I know.
Just to clarify, what I said might have
mixed it up.
Yes. The play-by-play calls the game action, and the color gives analysis. Yes. Like explains what happens. And what's so surprising about that is usually, even if you look at the average NFL broadcast, the color commentator is almost always a player because they understand the game. But generally, like the person who goes to college for play-by-play or sports media is doing play-by-play because they understand the, I guess, rhythm.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the play-by-play is sort of like you're explaining what's going on. The analysts really like why is it going on, or how is it going on. So yeah, I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll switch off. Hopefully I can maybe I'll buy him Chick-fil-A a few times, see how far that goes. Maybe give me a few innings, but I don't know. I think it's a little odd, but I mean, I don't know. Everyone's journey starts somewhere, and it's me, John Frieders, and Brad, the ones who really have internships. So I'm really blessed to have one. It was either that or there's also a league in Rochester, but it was like a worse league, and the guy, I don't know, like really religious. So I thought that would be like kind of interesting. I wasn't really I didn't want to go to Bible study, so as a Jewish man, I'm like, I'm thinking back, it's like, probably could have just went, but it was either that, Rochester, or like Niagara, obviously Rochester, or make a lot of money on Cape Cod. Yeah, you would have had to live a little bit of a double life if you were going to the ultra religious one. Yeah, I'm like, I flip my crossover, like transforms into a Star of David, like like Optimus Prime, Optimus Jew, from Star of David to the cross. Yeah, I know. I think that South Park episode where like all the three symbols turn to like the Van Halen symbol, except it's just you don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I know Van Halen. Have you seen the South Park episode where like the cross, the Buddha symbol and the Star of David, they like combined with the Van Halen logo? I'm thinking that. Instead it's just we're not going that far. We just go cross to Star of David. Yeah, that probably is a thing somewhere. Probably. Yeah, for those those people who celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah. Yeah, maybe I'll mark it in that. That's why you just give an all-encompassing happy holidays. Yeah. Good. And surely no one gets mad when you say that. Oh, you mentioned the Parkies. Yes. I'm gonna. Well, kind of. Are you in there for your Hold That Thought? Your Hold That Thought commercial? I mean, that's got to be up there for best parker. I don't know what best actor would be. Oh, I mean, don't let my debater down. Do you want to get into this on the podcast, or should we? We can talk about. Okay, we can. I wasn't in it. I just experienced it, and God, what an experience that was. No, all I was gonna say about the Parkies is Nick Diaz, who I had on the podcast. He's in my film production class, and we're making a short film about 5 minutes called My Zombie Roommates. Yeah, so Nick wrote it and directed it. I'm the producer, so in charge of the budget, scheduling, stuff like that. So I'm kind of in the Parkies, but a behind-the-scenes type thing. But no, what'd you think of the Hold That Thought promo video? I mean, my God, it was amazing. I was going to say I couldn't be involved in that because I have a single, so there's no roommate to have turned into a zombie. But no, I thought it was good. I loved seeing Jack Linskin's like blurred face in the background next to the tripod that was supposed to be taken out. But legitimately, I thought it was good. We all enjoyed your this I'm running out of time, or can't let my debater down, and it's like damn, like this is. I think everyone had like a tear to their eye at the end of that. It was either that or allergy season was starting up, but no, it was definitely the tear. Yes, of course. I don't know why I was judging you. I don't know why I was doubting you. I remember. It was like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. We did a practice run.
and it was me and one other researcher. I'm blanking on who.
Was it Baird? Roberts?
It wasn't Roberts. No.
I should know this.
What's Baird's first name?
Evan.
I think it was. Yeah. I believe it was Evan.
Yeah.
It was just us two.
Yeah.
But Jack and his group, they needed something to put in.
Yeah.
So they said, all right, we're going to roll with 2 people. And Jack kind of made me, like, not to toot my own horn, but he kind of made me, like, the star of the show. He
I was wondering why I didn't say starring Derek Smith in it. I felt I was expecting, like a credit at the end, but no dice.
No, he said. So hold that thought as a debate show.
Yeah, we might want to talk about what the hell we're talking about.
Hold that thought as a debate show on ICTV, and I'm a researcher for that show. Which
is very impressive, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. But we aren't all researchers, and I didn't have a good enough audition compared to you.
So, I researched for Ben LaJoy, who actually wound up winning the show.
He did win the show.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I sent him congrats. It was cool to be a part of a team with him. Very low stress.
I think you should have been up there with Tim McCall doing the post game conference. I mean, it's like winning a Grammy. You're the ghostwriter. It's like no one's really giving you the credit.
Well, I'm sure Tim would have liked to have me on as a researcher, but I was not there for the finale.
You weren't confident in Ben LaJoy's abilities?
I was watching the Sabres Bruins game with Dubner. Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
Went good. The Sabres.
Oh, I forgot they won yesterday.
Yeah.
Wait, did they win on Monday? Or did they play back to back? Wait.
There's been 2 games.
Did they play on Monday as well?
They played.
No, they didn't. The Sabres
Tuesday and Thursday. No, Monday. It was Monday and.
No, they didn't play on Monday. So what were you watching? The Bruins won last night. Hurricanes? Flyers? Stars? Oilers? Lions, Tigers, and Bears on mine?
I can't remember.
Okay.
We're straying from the main subject.
Yes, I apologize. I'm like, I know when the Bruins lost. It was Sunday night. Yeah.
So, okay. So, what? Oh, in that case, it was the Flyers.
Yes,
anyway,
okay.
The point is.
Yes, excuse us.
Hold That Thought's a debate show. I'm a researcher. And Jack was going to do a Hold That Thought promotion video where all the researchers were basically stressing and doing their notes last minute. And me and one other researcher showed up for the run through. So Jack was like, oh, here's some of the lines I want. And his favorite was definitely, I can't let my researcher down. That was his. Sorry, did you want me to do a vocal reenactment?
I mean, I've been raving about it. I mean, I kind of got to see like what I've been talking about as you turn down the volume.
So I was, let me turn this down a little bit. So I was, typing away on the keyboard, which one of the critiques was make sure you are typing something because we were just kind of button.
Yeah, it was like clacking.
We were just trying to make some noise. So I would be clicking away on the keyboard, looking at the screen, and then I was like, oh, come on, I can't let my researcher down. I really had to channel my inner Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking Derek Day-Lewis.
Derek Day-Lewis. It's still DDL. No. Yeah. He was saying, I've abandoned my child, and I was saying, I can't let my researcher
You've abandoned your debater. No, it wasn't.
Abandoned the joy.
No, it wasn't researchers. I can't let my debater down because you were talking for your debater.
Did I screw up my line?
Dude, come on.
Take 2. I'm typing.
Yeah, because it was double D. It was debater down. Yeah, because you're the researcher.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I was typing away. And
how did you mess it up?
Because I'm out of character.
Yeah, good point.
The job's done, so now I just see the highlight reels.
Yeah.
Hopefully that stays.
Derek Day-Lewis is so washed right now.
My contract's up.
Yeah.
No, but that was the run-through.
Yeah.
Luckily, everyone showed up for the actual video, and Jack's one request of me was to keep the I can't let my debater line in there. So I kept that one. Of course, I plugged Macklin Celebrini because I knew that Ethan was going to watch it.
Ethan LaFave, of course.
Yep, Ethan LaFave, just to clarify.
Yes. I'm like, all right, cool, I guess.
And then I was supposed to do this part where I was debating why Tarek Skubal was the best pitcher in the MLB. I'm not sure if that made the final cut, though.
I don't believe it did. I think there was an issue with the audio. I think that's what I heard. Like you changed sort of the video, but the audio was corrupted, so like 95% of it was the same from before. You sort of just cleaned up the video. That's what I heard from Henry, I believe. So.
Well, Henry would know. He was on the production.
Yes, he edited the whole thing. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, Henry was locked in.
Henry's my man.
Yeah, it was a pretty laid back set, but yes. Henry was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the.
He was in his Henry Day Lewis moment. Henry Scorsese.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is
all right, what can we pivot to? I mean, I'm having a blast. I mean, ever since it's been my dream ever since I was born to be on the Derek Smith Spiel podcast, which seems really impressive. Then you realize this podcast came out 2 years ago. So
yeah, you knew what this podcast was before I did. Apparently.
Yeah, I know. I'm like there's this guy from Rockport, New York. Yeah, that's it. That's it for sure. All right,
I'm close enough.
Yeah, he's got a name. All right, what's something from those people up there? What are they called? Derek. All right.
Let's talk about. Oh, here you requested.
I don't know if it was requested. It was what I've told you about.
You told me that you were playing catch with Owen and Gavin.
Yes. Do the people know who Owen and Gavin are?
They know Owen. Owen Boardman was on a podcast. Yes. But they probably don't know about Gavin.
Gavin wants to be on as well, so we got to get Chavone.
Oh, he does?
We're gonna get Chavone, right? Chavone?
I'm not sure. I just always knew him as Gavin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gavin, no last name.
It's a kind of friend.
Yeah. I mean, what's closer of a friendship if you don't know your friend's last name? I mean, I wouldn't have known it if it was the Derek Spiel. I'd be like, what the hell's this guy's last name?
It's like you don't know your friend's address. You just know how to get to their house.
Yeah, exactly. By Googling, it's by going on Google Maps and it has its address in, and you're like, all right, I don't need to look at its address.
I don't like
it just says Derek's house, so it's like, all right. So it says Derek Smith at the end. But yeah, so we were playing catch, and we brought up your younger brother Dylan Smith, and we talked about it's like Dylan Outdoors.
Dylan Smith Outdoors.
Dylan Smith Outdoors, DSO. And we were talking about how he's an avid hunter.
Yes.
And we were talking about like how he shoots geese, and we were talking about how he must have loved seeing all the geese here that he could have shot, of course. and then like we were saying like what would happen like if a goose attacked you, and then we decided like, okay, so like which would we rather fight, like a goose or a human? And Gavin was hell bent, honestly, on like killing a human. He was like,
whoa, killing or fighting?
Honestly, both. He was like, he was like, I'd rather fight a human. Like I'd be more proud. It's like if I was killing a goose, I'd feel kind of bad. And Owen's like, you wouldn't feel bad killing a human? And he's like, not really. And he's like, what if it was me? Do you feel bad killing me? And he's like, yeah, I think I'd feel bad killing you. But like an average human, like I feel like I'd be more proud, and like we were saying stuff like that, and then we were saying like because like that's like killing, and I was saying like if you're trying to kill a goose, you just gotta go for the neck. I mean, it's like a long neck. We were talking about your friend Nick. It's not as long as Nick's neck. Nick's neck. But
Nick Gilbert, I'm assuming.
I believe so.
Owen's
Yes.
roommate?
Yeah. So you really could go for with a goose, but like in an average fight, we're saying, how do you really subdue a goose? Because like they kind of keep fighting. Gavin brought up the point they can like poop on you like from flying in the air. Mm-hmm. So that was when you were saying the humans really can't do that. I was saying good point. So we were kind of like confused like how we would really subdue a goose, because if it's a fight, like is it to the death? He's like, I feel like you can subdue a human, like you can knock them out, but I don't know how you like knock out a goose. Do you like keep kicking them? Like I don't know. Would Dylan know how to subdue a goose?
I don't think so, because he
really just goes for like the kill.
Well, yeah, he's not a bare hands hunter.
Okay, yeah.
He uses a shotgun for geese. No. So what's your final verdict? What would you
We
rather?
both agreed that we would rather like kill a goose, but Gavin was very like he was saying like no, like maybe I would rather kill a goose, but he really switched up his point, and me and Owen really hammered that point home. That like it was very weird that he had more sympathy for like he would feel more bad about killing a goose than he would about killing a human. So I don't know, man. Really, Gavin, maybe someone to watch out for in the future.
Gavin he kind of just likes playing devil's advocate, though.
I know. I mean, like most people they think you're a psychopath if you'd rather kill an animal, but this guy would rather kill humans. So it's like, what does that mean he has? So
So I think what he was trying to say, from what I'm gathering, is he wouldn't be proud of himself beating the shit out of a goose, but if he had to throw down with a human and like beat the shit out of a human, he would walk away with an ego boost. Like, yeah,
he was saying
I
that,
just want to fight.
but then at the same time, when we started out, he was like, he felt like he would rather take on a human, and it was very confusing because it was like, what do you know about geese that we don't? It's like, do they have like?
Oh, geese are nasty.
I know, but would you not? Would
They
like
piss,
he
they
felt
bite.
more he felt like more confident in fighting a person, and I'm like I just felt like does he know the secret attacks they have? I mean, what would you say? Which would you be more confident in fighting?
I guess it depends on the human.
Average
But
human. That's what we were saying.
Average human. So
5'10", because it's not 5'8" anymore.
5'10".
So we sadly realized.
165.
I guess so.
Oh,
They haven't taken Krav Maga. They've thought about it.
They're taller and heavier than me.
That's all. Yeah. How much do you weigh?
155.
Okay.
I like.
I mean, just for a goose, you just gotta grab the neck and hope it doesn't bite you. I feel like it's really like what you go for. I mean, its neck is like a hose.
Huge target. Yeah.
It's literally just like a hose, like just like this little thing that you grab.
And aren't birds' bones hollow?
This should not come up in this discussion, but I really think it could be.
Because I think that would make it easier to.
I don't think hollow bones are a good thing. Doesn't sound like a good thing.
It's to help them fly. I know.
I think so. I don't really want to look up are hollow bones easier to choke because I'm gonna put up on some
Easier
list.
to break.
Yeah, that would be not choke. Yeah, I think so. If like they're hollow, there's not much like density in it. What the
I
hell
don't
are
know.
we talking about?
Geese are really tough. Like, they're really tough and they're nasty. But
I think it's funny because people were saying we shouldn't have geese be our mascot, and then if they did, I think your brother would hunt the mascot. So
well, I do think there is some.
does he eat the geese afterward?
He has, yeah.
Okay.
Goose
Have you-
breast. I have eaten geese. Yeah.
Do you recommend eating geese?
I mean, if you have the option to eat something else, I wouldn't seek out geese.
It's
but
not
a
good.
Bigger goose.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
No, Dylan's a pretty good cook too. He
Okay.
he preps the meat a certain way. He seasons it.
How old is Dylan again? 16?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Got his driver's license.
Nice. So you can drive to hunt them instead of having to go on foot. You can run them over too. Saves the hassle and the shells.
You know, 80%. Wait. 20% of accidents are from drunk driving. It means that 80% is from sober driving.
What percent are for people trying to run over a goose? It's got to be at least like 3.
Is there any animal, if you were driving along the highway, and is there any animal that you would swerve and purposely hit? Like, do you have hatred towards any type of animal?
I thought you were going a different direction. Really, like I see him on the road, I go to a 1 lane, and then I'm like, you know what? Are there any like animals that are like bad? I almost said bad people. Thinking like that like anime movie called like Bad Guys, where it's like the wolf and like the like animals that like I think the world would be a better place if they were not in it.
You're about to say something super cryptic, like human.
No, I almost thought about those hippos that Pablo Escobar bred that like destroyed their like wildlife. Thinking like, yeah, one of Escobar's hippos really goes on the road. I don't know. Aren't there those like feral hogs that like you can get paid to shoot at in Texas?
Yeah.
You would definitely do that, like in the helicopter, like shooting wild hogs. That seems like a Sweet 16 gift. You would certainly have taken.
It's funny you bring that up because
Have you done this?
No, I haven't. But my brother, he's huge into hunting.
Yes.
And he always asks me, like, if there's a hunting trip you would go on, what would you do?
Yeah.
And my biggest problem with hunting is half the time you go out there, you're waiting.
Yeah.
So, like, my favorite type of hunting is duck hunting because you can go out with your friends and talk. The duck are so high up, they won't hear you.
Yeah.
It's probably better if you don't talk.
Yeah.
Like it increases your chances, but that's more fun to me. But I told Dylan I want something where it's guaranteed action and I'm gonna kill something. So that sounds really bad. But I want guaranteed action.
Wait, you didn't answer your own question though. What would you want to swerve on the road and hit?
Well, let me.
I apologize.
No, that's okay. So I told him, like, yeah, if I were going on a hunting trip, I would want to be in a helicopter shooting nuisance hogs.
Yes.
Is there an animal I would purposely swerve and hit? I don't think so, but I think that you should be allowed to hunt seagulls. I think seagulls are a serious problem.
What if they kill?
Seagulls?
It's like, they eat fish, right?
I think so, but
Like,
then
what's the food chain for them?
half them I see, they're just outside McDonald's waiting for you to drop a French fry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that can't be in like what the zoologists like, and they're talking about like their food. It can't. Yeah, let's look this up. I mean,
They're, from my understanding, they're like rats with wings. They'll just eat anything.
I looked up seagull animal chain. There's like necklaces for seagulls. So, food chain, not animal chain.
Yes.
Seagull. Yeah.
So I think you should be allowed to have a nuisance permit for seagulls because they're just a nuisance. They eat everything. They're annoying. They chirp all the time. But
I think I found a food chain.
Okay.
So gulls, in terms of they eat small planktorvious fish, but they're a secondary consumer, so they don't eat like the larger fish or ducks. But like I don't think anything is really taking them out.
you know, seagulls' crap is so acidic that it.
Have you tasted it?
No. No. Like people who live in, I guess, seagull-infested areas.
Yes.
They have to redo their roofing because their seagull's crap is so acidic it like ruins their roof.
It's like termites, like eating through the wood.
Yeah.
Except it's just.
Yeah, and you can spray for termites. So let me get a nuisance permit for seagulls.
Is there like, can you like put like a coating on like your roof to like prevent against this?
There's probably preventative stuff. If I lived near an ocean,
I'm
I'd
learning
do my
so much here, and
research.
I'm honestly so proud.
I know you can get a nuisance permit for geese because they're.
Well, wait, where have you experienced seagulls?
At Walmart, I'm telling you, I see seagulls at Walmart.
Here?
No, in Warsaw, New York. It's near Gainesville, where I live, about 20 minutes away.
But there's no sea over there.
I know. It's crazy.
Do they go the wrong way?
I don't know what their problem is, but they
Okay.
figured out they can live off the leftovers from McDonald's.
Okay, so I didn't know much about Warsaw, New York. When I think of Warsaw, I think of, like Poland.
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking here. I don't really see much lake. I see Silver Lake, which is near Perry. I don't know if you know Perry.
Oh yeah, I know Silver Lake.
And Silver Springs, but I don't really see much. I don't see where these guys. I see Warsaw Falls. You know Warsaw Falls?
I've been to Warsaw Falls.
Is that where they? So do they matriculate there, or is it just at this Walmart? I mean, are they like? Do they live at the Walmart?
Well,
I mean,
there's a huge river called the Genesee River.
Okay.
There's 3 major waterfalls on the Genesee River.
Okay. Is that one of the Finger Lakes, or no? Those are lakes. Answer my own question.
Um,
Not your smartest guess.
no, that I'm not good with geography either. But yeah, all the
I think it's more lakes than
all the
anything.
seagulls I see, they live right outside of Walmart, and whenever they're hungry, they just fly to the McDonald's across the parking lot.
Sick. But yeah, I was just trying to think. I'm like, you don't live where there's ocean. So
No.
yes,
Nope, not close.
yes.
Well, I guess it's not an ocean, but like this is how like far out I am. If people say like when people say, "Oh, I'm going to the city," they're going to Buffalo.
Yes.
Or when people say, "Oh, we're going to the beach this weekend," that means they're going up to Rochester near Lake Erie.
Yes.
Because there is
Lake
sand.
Erie or Lake Ontario?
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be Lake Ontario? I'm on Google
I
Maps.
think-
This is the only reason. Yeah, because Erie's near Detroit.
Yep, you're right. It's
So Lake Ontario, yeah.
That means they're going up to Lake Ontario
Yes.
because there's sand on the edge of it.
Like
It's not a
was it
real
like
beach.
Irondequoit? What's that? Irondequoit? What's that called?
Irondequoit.
Irondequoit. Okay, second try. So like, how far would that be from like Gainesville? So like an hour or two? Could look this up.
Yeah, probably not.
Hour 15? Okay. Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like being in Mass, we have like the ocean there, so I've never really like considered like someone's like main thing of like main body of water being a lake. Maybe I'm selfish.
There's no, it's just kind of stuff you don't think about. I
Yeah.
remember I was door dashing this weekend,
Okay.
and I had to.
Mind you, you have a car.
Yeah, I was door dashing with Owen and Tyler.
Yes. What'd you
And-
get?
No, I was delivering.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying. I'm surprised you had DoorDash and you have a car. You were trying to make some money on the side.
Yeah. So
Did you split the bills or no?
I gave them a cut.
Okay, nice.
I would have given them more if they did anything more than played music, but
Okay.
no.
You gotta take me on these escapades. I certainly would maybe go in and grab the. I can do this in someone's face. Is that on? Like put the phone in someone in the worker's face. I mean, I know they love that. I know when they love that when that happens.
I don't. Most of them just have me drop it off at the door and take a picture.
No, I'm saying like when you go inside to grab the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they shove it in your face, and you're like, all right, you can use your words.
Yeah. So I did a delivery, and it was to this like random garage, kind of in the middle of the woods, really. And I didn't think anything of it because that's just kind of the average house in Gainesville, really. It's just in the woods. Like the woods don't really creep me out, but Tyler and Owen, they were like, Derek, get back in the car, man. Come on. You dropped it off. You took your picture. Get back in the car.
What do you think was some dangerous thing? Like, what were they thinking?
It was kind of weird. It was like this, closed private property.
Oh.
Like it kind of looked like someplace someone would get murdered in a horror movie, but
Okay.
I guess I didn't think much of it.
Yeah,
but
you heard the chainsaw noises. You're like, all right, must be it's just a decor.
just friendly logger.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah. No, but like that, I don't think anything of. But I'm sure, like the driving up here, that's ridiculous. Some people don't think much of it because they were always in a crowded area.
Like just like with how many people there are like navigating it is what you're saying?
Yeah, and how many people don't know right of ways?
Yeah. You're talking about when you turn either you go downtown or you take the left on like right down there.
Oh yeah, that place. I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
But yeah, that weird. It's a two-way stop, but people don't know what they're doing, so they treat it like an all-way stop. Sometimes it's
Yes.
yeah.
Is it like what has it been like going here like from Gainesville? Is it like I think it reminds me of that Onion article where it's like guy from middle of New Hampshire, not ready for big city of Manchester, New Hampshire, and it's like making fun of that, like being like a tiny city, being like a big town. But like, has it been like shocking, like seeing this many people? Because how many people live in Gainesville? Like 5,000, 2,000?
I don't even know.
Okay.
My high school, the graduating class was 60. But
Yes.
coming here, it's not so much shocking; it's almost relieving.
Yeah,
Because you could meet a new person every day, and that's exciting to me.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not so much a shock to me. It's more like it's just
Endearing?
like cool to be able to see like a different type of lifestyle.
Because
Really.
like, did you know everyone from your class like personally?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you
knew
knew all- you
everyone
knew
in my
all 60?
graduating
Yeah.
class. I knew most of the juniors, some of the sophomores and freshmen from sports I played.
Yeah.
You know just about everyone in the high school.
Did you like being in like a community like so tight knit, or did you really want to like go somewhere like bigger?
There's pros and cons to it. It is this different community thing.
I'm just
Whenever-
just a boy from Brockport, New York.
But yeah, it is cool having that sense of community, and everyone does like kind of have an understanding of who you are. Like, you know, they know what it's like when they can look at you and know if you're frustrated, type like stuff like that. There's this odd connection, but I was looking forward to something more like this, like more of a smaller city for sure. Just because there's no, after a while, to me, it gets kind of stale. There's no new people to meet. It's almost like there's just there's opportunities like classes to take, but there's no opportunities socially because you already know everybody.
I just realized, why don't you put like Batavia or Geneseo as like your town? Brockport's not that close to you. It's not like an hour away.
You're right, Batavia.
I'm just
is
having fun on
closer.
Google Maps right now.
Batavia's closer, Geneseo's closer.
Yeah.
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 Like I said, I should have spent more time setting
Yeah.
up my LinkedIn.
Didn't want to be a muck dog.
I should spend more time posting on it too. I haven't made one post yet.
Yeah. New Derek Smith Spiel episode. That's the word.
I've got a feeling LinkedIn is more for like
Pretending to care what other people are doing.
well, yeah, that too. No, I mean podcast wise, I've got a feeling that Subway Surfers clips with people talking in the background isn't what LinkedIn.
You might have to have like Jordan Belfort like financial advice, like the Wolf of Wall Street guy.
Exactly.
Or like you need to have like a master class in the background. It's like Bill Clinton talking about like his like assets, or Ninja talking about his like gaming. Yeah, you gotta have like master. You gotta do a little bit higher brow, I guess, than Subway Surfers. Subway Surfers low bar. You got a low brow. You gotta have master class, which is like high brow, like so to the point where it's like at your scalp is how high brow it is.
I told people I might have to start moving up in the world and start doing the like AI fruit cutting videos.
Oh God, yeah.
Every person I've made that joke to, they told me like I would unfollow you instantly if you did that.
Is Jetpack Joyride like a step up from Subway Surfers? We thinking like that? Like, what's the dichotomy of these like, or like soap cutting? Like, what about Ninja? What about Fruit Ninja?
I was just thinking that.
Because we were talking about games, we were talking about fruit. Fruit Ninja? I could look.
I might re-download Fruit Ninja just to have some Fruit Ninja.
That could be good. I would be honored if I'm the first one to use the Fruit Ninja clips.
You've inspired me.
I'm so happy.
I'm gonna do it.
I just don't know how much that game really ramps up. Because is there like a time limit for that, or is it like infinite?
I think it's like Subway Surfers where you can go as long as you can.
Because but I don't know how you really lose in that game though. Because it's like
You cut the bombs, of course, but like it's like if you lose the fruit, do you lose points? You lose the game, like you have to swipe faster.
So if the fruit gets down, you lose a life. If you hit a bomb.
Oh, the fruit goes down, you lose a life as well. Okay.
Yes, and you have 3 lives.
Yes, I knew about the lives. I knew about the bombs. I didn't know fruit going down. So you have the fruit going faster is motivation.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I would. I think Fruit Ninja is a bit higher brow. I don't think we're past like the top of the nose yet in terms of
Yeah, I've got the
browness. That's how big your nose is. Yeah, of course. This is such a stupid conversation.
No, this is marketing 101.
Yeah, I know.
Fruit Ninja 101. Gosh, that's the first lesson they give you.
Who's yelling? It's like hacky sack. That's sick.
Yeah, hacky sack.
Why is that so big right now?
I don't know.
Like my there's kids from like who are high school seniors now doing hacky sack, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Because it's like from like University of Vermont, and it's like I felt like very like kind of like not hippie, but kind of like old fashioned,
Yeah.
like who's playing hacky sack with like the bros, but it's like it's coming back, and I'm not against it, but it's like I don't know. I don't think like it's like playing with a soccer ball but smaller. I feel like you'll see those like,
Yeah.
clips of like people in Brazil like doing that. Like it's entertaining. Like it's more fun than like throwing a football. But it was not something I was expecting coming back in 2026. That was not on my bingo card. I left that one off.
No, it does seem like they're. I mean, next thing you know, there's going to be people on the sidewalk next to the hacky sack players playing jacks. You know, bouncing the ball, picking up the.
They're playing croquet next.
Yeah, they're just going backwards.
Yeah, I know. Playing like backgammon. I mean, like my Romanian grandfather taught me that. I couldn't tell you to play that.
Same. I know the name of the game, but I couldn't tell you how to play it.
I'm trying to remember back, but yeah, I'm trying to think of like older and older games. Yeah. What's the one? Oh yeah, they'll be playing Kick the Can next. Or it's like the wheel and they're playing with like the stick to roll it. You've seen those little photos.
Yes, I've seen those.
Yeah. Yeah, we're playing Kick the Can. I don't get the point of that game. Like you have to like kick it and like run around before they like put it down. I don't know. I don't know the rules of Kick the Can.
I have no idea.
I wasn't big in the Gainesville area.
No.
The fourth biggest Gainesville in the United States.
What was big in Gainesville?
Hunting, I assume.
Hunting.
Yeah,
Fortnite, obviously.
of course. Got the headphones on.
Two-hand touch football.
Okay, that'll do. Were you
Cops and robbers.
Were you a street hockey kind of town?
No.
Okay.
No. There were a couple people who rode bikes, not competitively, just they rode bikes around.
Like I was gonna interrupt you. Like where I'm from in like my town, like it's like a pretty sizable town. But like I'm in like the center, so there's not really a lot of like kids, but there's like the small houses near like one of the elementary schools, so it'll be like huge for trick or treating. Like I know they'll do a lot of stuff over there, but there really wasn't much like here. It's one of these like historical houses that were like from like the 1700s. Like mine wasn't. But, like the ones near, or like the one next to us was like the vice president's house, which is like
dang.
yeah, it was like Henry Wilson. It was like Abraham Lincoln's like second vice president. Like not as cool. Was it Lincoln? Actually, I don't think it was Lincoln because people would actually care. But like, there's no kids over there, so there's not really like much to do like street hockey, like flag football wise. So, like, there's not really much like land, I guess I would say, like backyards over there. It's just like old timey houses that have been there. So
Yeah. Yeah, in Perry there were some old timey houses. My cousins used to live in an ancient house.
okay.
That thing might have been around since the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like the basement was so old it was stone, like the stone basement. But yeah, other than that, it was just kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Some of the town just looks a little unkept, really.
Gainesville or
like-
Perry? Or both?
More Gainesville, but especially Pike. It looks like people.
It's not a fish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Like you go by those houses and you can just tell people don't have pride in having a green lawn or a nice
They
looking
don't
house.
have pride.
I didn't stop there. I said they just don't care about having a green lawn or a nice looking house.
Oh, nice. I'm looking on Google Maps, and this has been so much fun. Looking at Stooney's Countryside Diner.
Stunnies. That's a really nice place.
Okay. You know that cool when they use a Z at the end of their word.
Yeah. They have pride in their opinions.
This actually looks really good. You gotta take me to Stunnies, bro.
To Stunnies, take the 2-hour trip for breakfast.
2 hours 16. Oh yeah, we can't just go through the lakes. Yeah, I low-key want to see where you've grown up because I mean I've never really been anywhere rural, and it's just like really interesting to see Creekside Convenience. Have you been there?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a gas station, but
Yeah.
they have burgers and pizza and
Oh, we've told about Woody.
Tons
We've
of
told about
time.
Woody's, bro.
the Gainesville store. My aunt owns the Gainesville store.
Oh wow.
It's a great pizza and sub place. But
Yeah.
she does. Oh, their beef on Wick is amazing.
We've been talking about the Woodies, bro. Remember we were laughing our ass off in academic writing.
Yeah, they're wood.
It's like a beefy looking like guy there, and it says like you'll enjoy my Woody. I got quite a giggle out of that one.
Yeah, because
At 10 a.m. on a Wednesday.
They call their wood stove pizzas. woodies.
Which are not year round, which I was very disappointed to hear.
Yeah.
Because God forbid they put one inside their building. Because you said there was like too much smoke.
Because it's wood fire. Like
I'm thinking of like a brick oven that like they would have. But that's different.
They have pizza year round. They have pizza ovens, but the wood stove pizza that needs to be done outside because of all the smoke coming from the wood.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be so interesting to like live in like a town where there's literally like three things in like general. It's like we got the store, we got the post office, and we got the bar, pretty much.
Yep, Smay's bar.
Yeah,
You had to be.
it's just like so crazy, like not living like what's the closest McDonald's to you? Like an hour or not that?
20 minutes.
Okay, that's not too bad. Okay,
No, it's not bad.
you're not like that rural.
No.
Like there was like when I did broadcasting in high school, there was like a guy who was from that town who worked there. He got like a job doing radio in North Dakota, and it just like wows me like looking at it. Like there's literally like nearest Chick-fil-A is like 2.5 hours. It's like not even like in the state.
No, the nearest Chick-fil-A to me is 1 hour away, which is a little disappointing.
Is that Batavia?
No, it's in Rochester. Somewhere in Rochester.
All right, I'm glad I didn't get the because I had like the Niagara job. There was also ones in Elmira and Batavia, and just like thinking back, like looking like what food options I have. Certainly, Niagara's got to be the best choice by far. I mean,
by far.
Yeah, I mean,
Batavia has good food.
Yes, no, I assume they have good food, but like if I'm feeling like if I'm really down on my luck and I'm like fuck, I want a Whopper. I don't think I might be out of luck. Actually, will I be out of luck? I think it's
Batavia has.
I don't know if like Whoppers would be hard to find. Like what's like a less known store? Like if I'm like ooh, I want like Five Guys, maybe I'm out of luck for a Five Guys.
Batavia has a Five Guys. Batavia doesn't have a Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
What else? I don't think they have a
Batavia has a Denny's. That's sick.
But they have a Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Yes, Batavia has a Denny's.
Andrew Robertson's complaining there's no Jersey Mike's here. He's complaining because they have every other Subways. They have every other sub store here except for Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, I'm probably more of a Subway fan.
Yeah.
Personally. But I don't mind Jersey Mike's.
What are you looking? What are you planning to do with the summer, sir? What do you got? Are you going hunting? You working? What do you got going on?
Over the summer, I'm going to work for my dad at Greenwood Ecologics. He does landscaping and spraying. Mm-hmm. So I'll do a lot of mowing, weed whacking, topsoil, landscaping, stuff like that. I don't handle the chemicals because you need a license for that.
Okay.
But yeah,
don't want to make like mustard gas on accident.
My parents buy their chemicals; they don't make them themselves.
Okay,
so
good. That's when the DEA comes.
Usually isn't a problem.
Yes, usually.
Yeah, you're gonna be in Niagara.
I am gonna be in Niagara.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun.
There's some good stuff in Niagara.
I honestly part of me was like wondering like, oh, am I gonna be like there's gonna be so much to do and I can't do any of it. Like, am I not gonna like lock in? I'll be like, I gotta see the falls day one while I have to like spend like 10 hours doing prep. So like I was wondering because like Elmira and Batavia, there's really nothing to do there, right? Like especially Elmira, I heard it's kind of a shithole. Is it not?
I don't know much about Elmira. I've heard it's kind of a shithole, but I don't know. I'm not.
Is Batavia that nice?
I think Batavia is nice. They don't. You're right. There's not much stuff to do. There's a ton of places to eat, but
I'm just looking at. I see Rolling Hills Asylum. I'm just like looking at like things to do doing things around there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also interesting because like when I think of like a nice place, I think of these like very wealthy Boston suburbs. And quite honestly, you've really never experienced that.
The closest I've gotten to that is East Aurora. That's a pretty wealthy town, I would say. Home of the Barbell. Has the best beef on wick and chicken wings combo. Anywhere. The Barbell. Love that place.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like I'll think of these like you'll say like this is like a very wealthy town, and I'm just like curious like how I can compare that to like a place in like Mass. Like obviously I'm not comparing like which place is like wealthier, but it's like seeing like like what someone like describes wealthy might be like a middle class town, just like how these really different areas differ overall.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but
Well,
it's weird because there's so many differences, but then at the same time, it's not that different. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
yeah.
It's paradoxical,
Mm.
but it works.
I got chills, man.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy said that.
It's either that or hives. I don't know. It's one of the two. Is there a bee in here?
Oh man.
What else you got in the old list, Derek? I want to read me some. I see a lot in the back. Is that past things?
That was a past thing.
Okay.
No, Ethan, I think it looks like we went through everything.
How long have we been going?
Been going for an hour and 28 minutes.
Is that shorter?
Some of that, no, mine are usually only an hour. The longest I did was an hour and 45.
Was that with Tyler?
That was with Tyler.
Okay, because I think I saw that, and I was like, I was wondering, okay, like, is that usually how long they are? Just as like a sort of, not like a threshold, but like something to like expect.
No, I don't really have an expectation for the time. I just kind of let it flow, like natural conversation.
That's what I was expecting. That's what I was told.
Yeah, then when we run out of stuff, I'm just like, well, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have anything you want to...
What, plug?
Yeah, anything you want to plug or anything you want to get in before we wrap this up?
I wish I was funnier. I don't think I was as funny as I usually am.
No, just wait until the Fruit Ninja clips come.
Oh God, yeah, they're really gonna.
And people, they'll be sliding into your DMs. They'll be like,
oh God, in what way?
Anyway, asking you to do stand-up comedy, asking you to
do sexual favors, you know.
Games,
oh, okay.
That too, yeah.
Okay. The three things that can be comedy.
The big three.
Yeah, comedy, broadcasting, or assorted jobs that you get with B or H.
Comedy, talking cock.
That would be Ethan comedy talking cock Duncan. I mean, Can we bring up the question that you asked? Can we please do it?
No.
Why?
No, I mean, if you want to, I didn't ask this question.
You were you brought it up.
I didn't, because I was joking.
That's honestly what I was expecting from you, and I'm not saying I was disappointed, but I thought there would be a little bit of raunchiness. You're literally a Howard Stern guy. I thought there would be.
I do love Howard Stern.
I really thought there would be some semblance. I mean, I don't think you're gonna bring in like a Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Freudian slip there. Or like bring in some strippers or anything like that, or make me do obscene things, or
maybe someday,
or bring in Baba Booey. But
Baba Booey.
No. Oh yeah, but I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting a little bit more obscene from you, Derek. I'm not saying I'm disappointed. I'm just humbly surprised, is how I'll put it.
The ones that get obscene are when we just kind of recap what went over the weekend. Those
what
do
you do so much that's obscene?
Well, there was only one over the weekend podcast.
Which was what?
That was with Owen Boardman, Niche Nick, and Tyler.
Why is he called Niche Nick?
Because he's into super niche shit.
Oh, okay.
Like all the music he listens to is
like, I think I'll hear like you say Niche Nick because I'll keep getting your like podcast on my feed. Yeah. But like I just like don't have the attention span to be like, why is he called Niche Nick? I'm like, all right, that's his fucking name. Like, good for him. Good for Nick. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we were gonna like talk about like how raunchy we were gonna get, but thought you were gonna push the envelope, so to speak. But there was no envelope to push.
No, I don't push the raunchy. I just
okay.
You know, if it comes up naturally, then I'll take advantage. But
because usually when we talk, I bring it up unnaturally, and it doesn't go well. But I want to stray away from the beacon of life that is the Derek Smith Spiel.
Well, I think
maybe it'll fly on the Dylan Smith Outdoors podcast, but in a not podcast YouTube channel, but in something as so conservative, so uptight, so
Oh yeah, we're
yeah.
really uptight over here.
yeah.
Oh,
The only thing uptight I need is the fucking gum surgery I need to fucking have. Bang!
there you go. You got your funny fruit ninja clip.
Yay!
Oh.
They're gonna add dislikes to Instagram, bro.
If you're listening to this episode on YouTube, you can listen on Spotify by searching the Derek Smith Spiel. If you are listening,
You call it Spiel?
yeah, Derek Smith Spiel.
It's not Spiel?
Spiel.
Is it not pronounced Spiel?
Spiel. I guess I should look that up. I think it can go either
That
way.
would be really funny if you could say the name wrong this whole time for like 2 years.
Here, I'll plug it the other way too.
Okay, you're like junior year teacher's like the English teacher's like, I know he's been saying it wrong this whole time, but he's so earnest about it. We just gotta let him keep going. It's like this kid's got a B-. We can't bring it down any further.
If you like what you heard, go to Spotify and search the Derek Smith Spiel
Yeah.
for more. You can also find my podcast on YouTube at Derek Smith Stock 13. If you don't want to listen to the full episodes, I make short clips on my Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, you can find me at Derek Smith Stock 13, and on TikTok, you could find me at Smith Stock 5. I mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again. Go to YouTube and search at Dylan Smith Outdoors 8459. Very entertaining YouTube channel, does everything outdoors. And of course, while you're on YouTube, might as well search at Shulk-06 and watch his short film Vivid. Also stay tuned for his new short film that's coming out. He came out with a title, but I'm not going to spoil it. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to Tyler's Instagram and YouTube if you want to hear it. But Ethan, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
That was a great
Should I
episode.
plug like the Niagara Falls Americans?
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess. I mean, I don't even know how they broadcast that, but yeah, I guess if you're watching this in June or July of 2026, I'm probably gonna be calling 48 games with my guy Tom Rook from Westminster College. So yeah, take a listen. It's gonna probably be a lot of dead air because that's what baseball usually is. As we talked about it for like 40 minutes. But yeah, thanks again, Derek. It's a pleasure. I'm glad to be your 40th guest.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to count it up.
Certainly up there. Thanks, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ethan Duncan.